Is this thing on? Decided today I'd be sharing all the stationery that I collect. Not just necessarily collect, but all the stationery that I have as an engineering student, college student, and just as a person in general. I don't know, I see people are pretty into that, so I thought, why not just share what I have, you know? So I definitely do have a lot going on here, so I'm not going to show every little piece of stationery that I have, because if I did, then we'd have like a hour-long video or whatever. But I guess to start off, we can talk about this 5-star notebook that I have. It's a graph. I think it's a one subject. It's pretty big. I mean, you guys can obviously see how fat it is. I don't know exactly how many pages it is. I used this last semester for my electricity and magnetism class, and I'm using it this semester to study thermodynamics. But paper quality is pretty good. I've been using like this really thick, juicy pen on there. And it doesn't, oh, there's a little bit of ghosting and bleeding, but I mean, I only use one side of a page anyways. You could say it's a waste, but honestly, to me, it keeps it nice and organized, so it's not too bad. I even actually spilled coffee on here. You guys can see I spilled coffee, but again, it didn't fuck up the book too bad. But yeah, this is what I've been using to study thermodynamics, at least this semester. I was testing a fountain pen on there. And I have this little folder here. I keep all my loose papers in here. I do have an iPad. I do keep an iPad where I do all of my notes on. I can actually grab that in a second. And I will do online assignments in there. Like if I have a assignment that's a PDF, I'll do the homework on that. But if I have assignments that are, or like questions that are assigned to me through a book or online that are not a PDF, then I'll do them separately. And I'll do them on this engineering pad, if I can pull that out. I'll do them actually on this engineering pad, and this thing was really full. But if you guys don't have one of these, I 10 out of 10 recommend this. Used to do all my calculus homework on this, any like side studying I will do on here. Again, I feel like a lot of people would say it's a waste, but I don't know. I feel like there's a muscle memory that builds when you do pencil or pen to paper, especially for an exam, because if you're just studying on your iPad or whatever, you know, and then comes time to write on a paper, I don't know, for me there's like a muscle memory there. Could be the ADHD in my brain, I don't know. This piece of stationery that I have is this little book here. I got it for like, I don't know, like $10 at the Walmart or whatever. It's a dotted journal. I actually keep this as my sketchbook. I used to draw on it. Oh, it was a Pokemon card. I used to draw on it all the time. I bought it in January. But yeah, I have like half of it filled up. I do some like really fun abstract drawings, or try to at least. Let me see. I just drew a truck here. Like I'm not any good at it. I was practicing like bodies and hands before. This one came out pretty cool. I see. I was just trying to like practice, so I drew my dog sleeping. I don't think I'm any good at it, but you know, it's fun to keep this around just to doodle. I was trying to take drawing a little seriously, but now I'll just doodle whenever I have the time. And then I have these two guys that I just picked up, these two journals. I could actually talk about these more in depth later on if you guys want, in a separate video. But I have this journal here. I keep daily logs. You know, I write about what happened during the day, what I did. Like today, I filled it up. Today, I actually wrote in there. I don't mind sharing. So, like, I'll share this one. Like today, I just, you know, it's a rainy day today. I wore my black Cariumas to school, and I forgot that the sole was detached, and my foot got soaked. You know, I talked about how I went to 2 different stores. You know, I went to school, I'm watching a movie, ate dinner, breakfast, lunch, whatever the time of day it was, whatever the meal it was, whatever. And then I have this little guy. I actually just got, if you guys are curious what kind of notebook this is, by the way, it's a soft cover moleskin that I bought. And then I literally just bought this leather journal cover off of Amazon for like $20. It has 3 little moleskin journals in there. And I keep this first one here for reflections, like say something happens and I have a negative reaction to it, or, you know, I have a happy reaction to it. You know, I want to use that first one to really reflect on scenarios in my life, whether good or bad, just to like talk about it, you know. But just reflection. So I just basically analyze shit. I have this second one here. I labeled it tasks. I'm trying to keep this one as like a planner, things I got to do. Like Monday this next week, I have a quiz in my dynamics class. I have to study for my thermodynamics exam. I have 2 homework assignments due. If I just can fit it in, go fish. Also, just like kind of, I made like a little habit tracker in here. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna try to use this consistently. Go to school, walk my dog, study. And then I had the third one in here just for like random shit, like lists of things like I want to buy. I just started this, so it's pretty empty. But yeah, it's been proving itself useful. I've been staying off my phone for the most part. I don't like just start looking online whenever I have an idea or something like I want to like think about. I can just go here, start writing about it. It's cool. It keeps you off the phone. So I don't know if you consider a calculator stationary. I have 3 different calculators, but this one right now is my favorite one, just because you can like make a calculation, or like, and you can get through the numbers like hella quick. It doesn't take super long to get through anything. I have better calculators, but right now this is the one I really enjoy, and I actually just bought a new one. This is the new one because when I spilled coffee all over that notebook, I ended up spilling it all over the calculator, and yeah, like part of the screen doesn't really work. Alright, so realistically, you shouldn't really need more than just a pencil and a couple of pens or whatever, but this is what I have that I use just about damn near on the daily, all the time. This little eraser, I don't know what brand this is, just because I don't have the wrapper, but it's like this high polymer eraser. It comes like in this paper, has like this paper packaging on it, and it's wrapped in plastic. I would know if I saw it. That's the only. I would know if I saw it. But this little guy's I've been using these only for years now, and they've never let me down. I have this Graph Gear 500 at 0.5 millimeters. This one's actually really good. I bought this back when I first started college in 2018, before COVID happened, and it's been with me ever since, and I've taken most of my exams with it, and it never lets me down. I did drop it one time. It has a little bit of a sensitive tip, so it did bend, but I bent it back, and it works just fine. I loaded it with some some B lead. It's like a softer lead, so it just writes a little bit darker. And then I had this Kurotoga I just bought this last semester, back in February, I believe. And it's a little interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's my favorite. I definitely do want to try the Pentel, the Graph Gear 1000, and I do want to try the Rotring 600. Everybody raves about those, but honestly, this Graph Gear 500 has been my favorite, for almost 10 years, and I don't think anything's ever gonna take its spot. But this Kurotoga is really fun. I actually use this all the time. A lot of people don't like the rough grip on the mechanical pencils. I'm kind of a fan of it. I have rough skin. My fingers, I don't really feel too much for whatever reason. So it's nice to have that like extra texture on the pencil. This one's also 0.5. I don't rock anything other than 0.5. If you can't rock a 0.5 pencil, then you should probably, I don't know. You got issues, man. And then I also bought this 3-pack of Muji pens. These are actually really awesome. There's this dude on YouTube Peter Draws, if you guys ever heard of him, and he actually put me on. I use these. I use this one for journaling. I don't use it for anything else. It's really smooth. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like really smooth. This is also 0.5. There's a little bit of wiggle with the tip, but honestly, you don't even have to like push hard. Shit, I should have had paper ready so I can demonstrate. But you don't even have to push hard. If you can like write sideways, like, and it comes out. Not a good. They're really cheap too. So if you guys are looking for like a good disposable pen, these Japanese Muji pens are really good. I have 2 more. I love them. They're some of my favorite. It's like a gel. It's a gel ballpoint. It's awesome. I wish that would focus, but these are really good. 10 out of 10 recommend these. I also have this fountain pen. This is a Tuzu Sailor Adjust. I believe it's a fine or extra fine tip. I actually have paper. So let me collect my thoughts here. So I actually, whenever I have a homework problem and I'm doing it on a loose leaf piece of paper, like that engineering pad that I showed you guys, I will actually write out the problem in fountain pen, or just in pen in general. But I like writing it out there. This pen is really nice to draw with and write with, and just do anything with, really, just write with in general. This is a really good pen. Right now I have a ink cartridge in there, but once that ink cartridge runs out, I'm going to put the converter. When I bought it, it came with 2 ink cartridges and a converter, but I ran through the first cartridge. This second one, once it runs out, then I'll be able to use the converter. And I'm really excited because, again, I really like this pen, and I'm really interested to see how it works with other inks. I have this ink right here, this platinum carbon ink, which a lot of people really enjoy it. It's really popular. I haven't yet to try it, so I'm excited to try it out with this pen because, again, this pen's really good. It's a little chewed up right here. My dog got a hold of it. This next pen that I have is this Pilot Precise V5. I was looking for the Uniball. Is it the Uniball? Whatever. They have a Precise V5, V7 series pens also, and this Pilot had the cap one, but then I just, I was like, I already have a cap pen with the Muji, so why not just try the retractable? And honestly, it's been great. I just used it once. I journaled, I think, 1 or 2 entries with it, and it's a super, super fine tip. And literally, you don't even have to push hard. I think this one's a roller ball, so you barely have to push down, and it writes. Let's see if this one will write on here. Let's go. Oh, there you go. Precise V5 RT for retractable, I'm assuming, but it writes really well. And honestly, if you guys are looking for a good click pen or whatever, this Pilot's really good. Honorable mention is this roller pen from the dollar store. This Ink R2. This one's a 0.7. This one actually writes really, really fat. Let me see if I can go right here. Ink roller ball. And it's cool because you can literally feel the ball rolling as you're writing, and I kind of like that feeling. It's like super bold. This is a 0.7 compared to the 0.5. Ooh, it's starting to feather a little bit, but whatever. But yeah, I like the 0.5. I like being able to write small. I don't have big handwriting, so if I have like a 0.7 or anything bigger than that, you can't read what I'm writing is it's not legible. So that's why I opt for the 0.5s and this is, I think I said it's like a fine tip fountain pen. And then I just got these microns. I don't know if I'm gonna. I really just got these to sketch with in my sketchbook. That's really all that's really all why they're here for. But this is the packet 3. It came with a 0.1, an 01, 03, and a 05. So I think these are going to be fun to use. But in case you guys are curious as to how the fountain pen writes, this is how it writes on paper. It's really good. It's really bold, and it looks pretty. Yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy this stationery video. I might make an updated one later on if anything changes. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.